right. Okay.
I'm a fuck up for telling me because my life is amazing to nothing. Who are you to tell me how to live anyway? Even though it's true, yes, it's true.
What's going on, everybody? How is everybody doing? Welcome to the first episode, the rebranding of Marconi's Regret. I'm Jake Link, and this is a when I say rebranding, I'm talking about the fact that this is the show coming. This is a show that I did probably in 2008 that I did with a friend of mine, Heather Height. Shout out to AKA Heidi Knights. She is she's a comic slash fetish porn star. And,
the best combo.
Yes. Shout out. So her and I, we actually met in another show's chat room talking, and we said to each other that we wanted to do a show together. We wanted to do a podcast that internet radio. So she went and took the time, and actually within probably 2 to 3 hours, I had a phone call with her saying that she locked up studio time with a studio up in Nyack, New York. So within that time, I wasn't expecting anything to come of it, just out of the conversation of just her talking to just talking to me. I was just like, I thought it was going to be like everything else, like, oh yeah, we'll do that later, and then it just never happens. So this is so we did this show. We did probably like around 8 or 9 shows. It was just literally me and Heather and another person, Christina, who was I guess third mic in a way, but this was mine and Heather's baby. And shout out to Heather, because she did allow me to use the name Marconi's Regret, and the name Marconi's Regret comes from the Giulio Marconi, who invented radio. And it's pretty much that after this show and what we're going to talk about, well, let's just say that man's going to be turning in his grave. So I'm happy to be back. I got a familiar face here. Well, you can't see him because we are both tech illiterates when it comes to this.
I'm very anti-millennial. I don't know.
Yeah.
Telephone, mobile phones.
So am I. I'm technically a millennial, but I'm on the later end of millennial. But yeah. I know how to use a cell phone. But who I have here is the one, the only Mecha Matt. Matt, how are you?
I'm doing great. I saw your post on Facebook, and for the 2 people watching who think that I'm qualified and whatever, I just answered, "Hey, can I be in?" And just through that Facebook post, here I am.
Yes, and here you are indeed. This is
I was a fan of Jake Link's Poopcasts.
Yes.
And I thought that anyone who could shit on camera for all of his friends and family to see, that is a man I want to work with.
The best part of the Poopcast was the day before my daughter was born. I was giving the words of wisdom as I'm just taking a shit. Like, I can't believe I'm going to be a dad. Blup. Blup.
In high school, we had to read this book called The Perfume, and our teacher kept going on and on how the words, the vocabulary was so rich that you could actually start smelling while you're reading the book. I have a feeling when I watched your Poopcast, it was so rich and so interesting, I started smelling the poop.
I know it brings you right there.
Yeah, it brought tears to my eyes.
Yes, and not from the fact of so
from the smell.
Yeah, not just from the smell and the lack of fiber in my diet.
Yep.
So I just want you, Matt, tell the people who you are. Tell them who Mecha Matt is. Just let the listeners know who you are.
Well, in order for them to know who I am, they first need to know my history. My grandfather came from Turkey. He was born in Turkey. Actually, it's a part of Turkey that's now Syria. And he migrated all the way here because angry radical Muslims were trying to kill him. And out of all places he could have went, he landed in the shittiest shithole one can find, Quebec, Canada. So I was born in Quebec, and my French wasn't too good, and they speak French over there, so obviously I got bullied because I said le chair instead of la chair, or whatever example it may be. So I got angry, and I took out my frustration on my brother. I beat him up a lot. And
Whoa, so you beat up your brother?
I did.
Because you did it because you didn't know the feminine and masculine words of the French language.
Precisely. I got bullied, so I became the bully.
And I just find it funny, like that's what they decided to make fun of you about. Was
Yep.
Oh, this guy. He doesn't know.
Yeah, not the fact that I was overweight.
Yeah.
Not the fact that I challenged Chewbacca for having a lot of hair. Not the fact that my nose is the size of the Eiffel Tower horizontal. They made fun of me because of my French. So, and the girls, just a little history of Quebec. So we were colonized by France, and they sent a bunch of farmers to Quebec. And they noticed that Quebec wasn't really populated because there was just dudes there. So the king, Louis whatever, let's just say Louis XVI for sake of argument, he sent these girls called les filles du roi, which means the girls of the king, which were basically prostitutes, sent them over to Canada, and they had sex with all the natives. And so the girls today, they're the perfect mixture of European and Native American. It looks incredible. The product came out beautiful. The only problem is that they're rude. They kept making fun of me. I kept saying I'm trying my best. I comb my hair every day. I eat well. I go to the gym. None of them wants to make out with me.
So I don't Matt, for a very, very long time, he was a virgin. He could not get laid. There's even a song that about him not getting laid. It was literally called "Matt Can't Get Laid." Matt, just tell everyone now. I'm sure that there's a lot of Tommy C fans, and by the way, a shout out to Tommy C. This channel that we're doing it on, we're probably not going to be doing it on this channel per se. We're going to probably be switching it over to Tommy C's Shot from the Point in Hockey. Now, it's not going to be all hockey. There's probably going to be some videos of Matt and I talking about hockey, because that's how Matt and I know each other. So, what we're going to do, so this is just the test show right now. So, when, we're going to, there's going to be a lot of very, people scratching their heads that subscribe to Tommy's other channel, but shout out to Tommy C for helping us. But people that want to know, Matt, are you still a virgin?
Well, Jake, I think that a good magician, it never reveals their tricks. They never reveal the true thing. And a true character never reveals the true thing. But let me just say that right now, I moved to the U.S., the USA, the United States of America. And for some reason, the girls love people who are immigrants because they view it as exotic.
Not our president.
And I didn't even think Canada was that exotic, but they do. So I don't know. I should have done this ages ago. I was stuck in that hellhole of a province I should have come here on my own with like
Go.
my tricycle when I was 3 years old.
Come with me. You have all the poutine you could want.
Yeah. They say I have an accent. I didn't even know I have an accent.
You do have an accent. You do have that a little bit of a French Canadian Martin Brodeur thing going on.
Yeah, but which is weird because French isn't my first language.
No, but yeah, still, it's like it's I just over time. It's because that's how you heard people talk your whole life.
They rubbed off on me,
Yes, yes,
and not in a sexual way.
yeah, rubbed off on you. No, but yeah,
They weren't that bad of bullies.
yeah, and the fact that you're getting fucking picked on by a bunch of French kids, you know, fuck them.
Yeah.
Just they suck.
I know. And it's the thing is, you talk to them, and it's like almost doing math because I'm stepping on French eggshells, trying to not make a mistake, and my brain is super concentrated, and I'll deliver this beautiful, well-spoken point, and then I'm done, and their reply is, it is le, not la. And I'm just there, did you listen to anything I said? I'm trying here. Can you speak English? I didn't think so.
Yeah, nah. That's sorry. I'm just checking the broadcast. I just want to make sure. Hey, if anyone out there is listening, just let me know if you can hear me through. Yeah.
Did you listen to anything I said?
I did.
Can you speak English? I didn't think so.
Okay, we are good. We are good. This is actually just that was just me being anal about the broadcast. If it is going through. So, Matt, speaking of poop.
Yes, sir.
I have a story. This is going to be the story, one of these stories tonight that we're going to be talking about. It's actually happened very local to me. It was just too good to not. You could not pass this up. As far as just a story, it's all over all the local news in New Jersey right now. And this is the story of the mystery pooper. The mystery pooper, or as my wife put it, the pooperintendent.
That sounds like the worst superhero ever.
Yes. There was the Kenilworth superintendent. He was charged on Monday with defecating in public at the Homedale High School football field and track surface. This was set up. They caught him due to the sting. They literally set up a sting for this guy. Thomas Tremagilli is 42. He went on to this track, I guess, almost every day, and he would just go for a run, and then he would probably go to work, and then, so I guess one day maybe he thought, oh shit, I gotta take a shit. And there's probably nowhere to go, and sometimes when you gotta go, you gotta go.
You gotta go.
So yeah, and he probably dropped trout, took a shit on the track, and then because a guy like this, a superintendent now, he just like he has to be so buttoned up for his whole life. Everything he does, he has to wear a suit, probably a button-up shirt, and just slacks. Everything has to be perfect. So he could just do this thing, take a shit on a track for God knows how long, and literally just watch people just squirm. Now, and now he got caught, but it just goes to show that everybody out there is a freaking creep.
Yep.
And I just, Matt, you did read it. What did you think of this story?
Well, I gotta ask the question: Did he shit multiple times, or was it one?
Apparently, it was multiple times because I guess they would just come out to the track every day, and they would just find out that there was just shit on the frickin' track.
Wow.
And the thing is, it was a high school that was. It wasn't like it was a rival high school of his. Like, you know, it's not like Kenilworth and Holmdel are probably like about like 45 minutes away from each other. So it's not like it was him going to shit on the track of the rivaling school. And so like it just I don't know. It was I thought this was a good, interesting story to kick off Marconi's regret, because of the fact that it's literally this button up, just gotta play by the rules guy. He's just getting off on shitting on the fucking track. It's you know.
Yeah.
I think we all.
It kind of reminds me of Clark Kent Superman.
Yes, yes.
Where during the day they're this shirt and tie businessman, wears the glasses, combs their hair. Except this guy, instead of turning into Superman, he shits on football field.
He is the superintendent. That's right. I think he might be in Infinity War. Yes, I'm the superintendent.
He's gonna take a shit on Thanos' head.
Let me pinch one off for you, Thanos.
Yeah, I saw it today. Actually, I didn't understand anything.
The story? The
Marvel
movie. Okay, yeah, you're probably one of the few people that don't understand it. You got to be a real fanboy to really get. I have not seen it yet.
Yeah,
I probably won't, because I have a 2-year-old. So
yeah.
So going to the movies, and I'm not going to be that guy that brings their 2-year-old to a movie. So
yeah, so I guess this is a message for everyone.
Yeah,
because I'm usually a pretty disciplined person. You know, background noises don't bother me, or not many things bother me. But when you go to the movies, can you please take a shower or wear deodorant? Because the guy next to me was a bit of a larger guy. I won't lie. So he was kind of veering onto me, and the whole movie, all I could smell is the putrid, emetic-inducing smell of wet ass. So when you go to the movie, please wash yourself.
So you're saying that the date didn't go that well?
Yes, that's what
there
I'm saying. There
won't be a second date.
But back to the guy who shat, the poopintender or whatever.
The pooperintendent.
The pooperintendent.
The pooperintendent, as my wife found. I think she thought of it. I want to say she thought of it. I'm just giving my wife credit for it. The pooperintendent.
Yeah. I read in the article that he owed, and I might be wrong, but that he owed $147,000.
No. That was his annual salary.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no. That was his salary.
I was going to say that's the most expensive shit he's ever taken.
It might be, because he went on he took paid leave. So who knows, after his leave this might be an expensive shit that he's taken. So no, it's not like he got into financial troubles and then just started shitting on football tracks.
He did it for the thrill of it, similarly to how people skydive. He takes shits on field.
Yeah, it's what it is. Some people choke out hookers. Some people shit on football fields. It's just what you do at your time. Some people do mediocre podcasts, and some people fucking shit on football fields. It doesn't matter. That's just life, We all have to have our outlet. We all have to have our secrets, and
shit happens.
Shit happens, yeah. Shit happens, and
this is going to sound weird, but do you know how sometimes you just have this memory of when you're young that sticks with you forever for no reason?
Yeah, it's probably.
I swear to God, this happens. This happened to me. I may have been 6 years old.
You shit on a football field?
No. Well, maybe it slipped, but I was 6 years old. I was walking home from church with my dad. Beautiful Sunday morning, sun in the sky, birds chirping, butterflies flying,
Okay.
smell of Sunday fried chicken. And then I saw this person shit in a bush. And
Yeah.
no one else saw it except me. And I'm wondering if I went crazy for seeing this middle-aged woman bend down and pinch a loaf into a bush, but I swear to God it happened.
Yeah. Some and you're just trying to point it out. Your dad's like, whatever, Matt, and you saw nothing. You saw nothing. Just keep going. Yeah. No, I mean, we've all we all seen embarrassing things. Like, I frequent a amusement park. I am a season pass holder to an amusement park. It's a PBS themed TV show. Sesame. I'll just say it's Sesame Street. It's Sesame Place I go to. Now, this was during the height of the fucking summer last year. There
Yeah.
was now for those of you that don't know what Sesame Place is a theme park for toddlers and probably to like 7-year-olds and stuff like that. There's some things there for adults to do and cool
Yeah,
rides and stuff like
yeah, I
that.
was
But
gonna say, and then there's you.
yeah, pushing all the kids out of the way to go see Elmo. No, so you know, so my wife and I, we were walking around, and just in the middle of the walkway of one of the more popular attractions there, was like one of the pools. There was a shit. I kid you not, Matt. It was the size of take this Homer Mr. Potato Head, but bigger. Take this and just make it a little bit bigger. You can't see it. I'm holding
Oh
up.
no.
Yeah, I realize you can't see it. It was probably about that big, and it was just, and there was a park employee there. Like this, I don't know if this thing came out of a person. I really don't to this day. It was just that glorious. Like I wanted to find a person who did this and shake their hand.
Or the Godzilla who did
Or
it.
yeah, yeah. So, like, and there was literally a park employee whose job was just to stand there and clear everyone away as they got the fucking
Yeah.
janitorial team to clean it up. So, so literally, I'm like walking around this glorious, glorious, glorious shit log. I kid you not, this thing was so fucking big. I thought Sesame Street was introducing a new character. And that this thing would have, I wanted a picture with. This thing was so fucking just amazing. My wife and I had an hour conversation on the ride home about this shit. I could not take my eyes off of it. There are still times where I blink and I see this giant shit log, and it's not even the fact that it was giant. That's amazing in itself. The fact that somebody just in the middle of a walkway just dropped trow, just took a giant shit, and then just walked away like nothing happened. Like these, like how, like I'm just like that. Whoever took that shit has to be like really relaxed, or
I
like they
can
probably never shit again. They probably never shit again. That is the only way. It's just, it was
I
like
can I
four
can just
people
imagine
shit.
the mascot of Elmo, and there's this little trap door that opens in the back, and he just walked by and let go and left.
Today, the number of the day is 2. Yeah. And brought to you by the letter P for poop. Dude, and God. Well, we have I have one more story here. Going on the just the weirdness of people. And I guess that's tonight's theme, is just weird shit that fucking people have done. I mean, it's probably going to come up more than once, but I shared another story about, and this is ironically in the same county that I'm keeping it local tonight. Ironically, in the same county of a 24-year-old man who was found underneath a car trying to stick his penis in a tailpipe. Yep. He was drunk, all right. Blood alcohol level of 0.35. So, but I know you've had some hard times with the ladies, but has it ever come to the point in your life where you want to fuck a car?
I wanted to fuck a Lexus, but not a car Lexus.
Yeah, Mercedes.
A beautiful Mercedes girl. But we all have our fetishes, feet, car. We all have our fetishes.
I just want to know, like, how drunk this guy got to go, you know what? I want to fuck that car.
That should be an expression. That should be an expression from now on. Like, I'm gonna get fuck a car drunk.
Yeah, I'm gonna get fuck a car drunk. Yeah, that guy goes to dealerships with a fucking hard on. Yeah. And he goes into his son's fucking room and he finds Hot Rod magazines. And he goes, "What are you doing with this smut?" Holy shit. I mean, some people gotta just fuck cars. I mean, some people shit in the, it's just, I don't know. People are weird. Shit. So yeah, no, I wish it just, I mean, the car taken in the tailpipe. I mean, that's a little forward. Wouldn't you think? Wouldn't you go? Did you go the front, for the hood, or something like that, or
I guess so. I don't know the end. The guy's lucky that no one actually started the car.
Yeah, even like the potato in the tailpipe.
Yeah, that would leave some heavy scars.
I just pictured a cop. "Sir, what are you doing?" "I'm trying to fuck this car. Leave me alone." And the guy got tased. I don't think that they say the guy's name. I don't know if they're allowed to say his name on I don't know why that they wouldn't be, but shit, no, but so Matt, you said you had a couple stories, right?
Oh, I do. Crap, I didn't prepare them. Hold on, give me 1 second. It's the first one is in vein of what we were kind of talking about. Give me a second.
Okay.
Not the car, the shit smells. All right. So the story is, library shut down after stinky fruit mistaken for gas leak. So So things were out of order. They try to make a joke. Things were out of odor at a university library in Melbourne, Australia on Saturday afternoon, with fears of a gas leak. But the smell that aroused suspicion was no leaky pipe. It was a notoriously stinky fruit. Around 500 students and staffers were evacuated from the university library so that 40 firefighters, including MASS crew, can investigate the source of the smell, according to the Herald Sun. The culprit was a durian left rotten in a cupboard, Melbourne's Metropolitan Fire Brigade said in a release. The sort of fruit-driven flight was a surprise. Few had come in contact with the durian, a native of Southwest Asia, with an odor that has been compared.
That's that stinky-ass fruit, right?
Oh, yeah. And they say the odor is comparable to turpentine and onions garnished with a gym socks, hot poop garbage, and gasoline.
Just like Mom used to make. Old turpentine with onions and gym socks. Mm-mm.
Yeah. But if ever anyone's ever seen these type of videos on internet of people challenging themselves, and apparently this fruit reeks, and it even looks horrible.
Yeah,
They say it smells like rotten meat, and I guess it got mistaken for a gas leak.
Chinese people eat anything. They really do. There is not a thing in the world that side of the world will not try to fucking fry up.
A wallet?
Yeah, yeah, they probably will. I mean, and this is coming from I've never had Vegemite, but I know that it is not that good.
Oh my god.
And it stinks. But they
Yeah.
come from out of the world too. In Australia, that is fucking, oh god. You know, somebody left that there. They didn't just leave it. They left that there to be an asshole.
Yeah,
They knew what they were doing.
they were trying to cancel school for sure.
Oh god, yeah. Uh-huh.
It's actually, the more I think of it, the more it's genius.
Yeah, no, it is, because it's just a vegetable or fruit, whatever.
Yeah.
So
It's where can I get some of this fruit?
yeah, I know. You got finals coming up. You're in the middle of finals. You could have just
Yeah.
plopped one of these bad boys in the class, and then just been on your way.
Yeah. And they can't get in trouble. What are they going to do? Arrest him for having fruit?
Yeah, and if you do, you're racist. You're racist. You're going against his culture.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, you're racist.
Yeah. His culture like stinky fruit. What are you guys going to do?
Yeah. Uh-huh. Listen, I live around a lot of Indian American people, and
Yeah.
their food is very
Pungent.
yeah, that's a good, that is a better word than what I was probably gonna use. And yeah, and I mean none of it smells like how that smells though, but
Yeah.
so yes. But you said you had one more story?
I had one more story. I can't remember what it was. Let me follow the link.
Yeah.
Give me a
But
second.
as you look for it, my wife does work with a lot of Indian American people, and it's funny. Her food, when she heats up in the microwave, they go open to air it out for her American food, for her chicken parm and her her burgers or whatever it is that she's heating up. She has to. They think that her food stinks. So
Yeah.
it's just all about where you're at.
They need to air out the curry.
Yeah, they need to air out so they get the
Yeah. All right. So the next story is Blockbuster hopes Russell Crowe's jockstrap helps business. So a celebrity jockstrap that's been the buzz of Alaska for nearly 2 weeks went on display Wednesday at one of the nation's last Blockbuster video stores in an effort to ramp up business. The manager says, "I tell you, we're going to get a lot of traffic. It's what I'm expecting." He expects the stores to get a lot of calls. He says, "Did you get it in? Can we get to see it?" The jockstrap has a strange history, since actor Russell Crowe wore it in the 2005 movie Cinderella Man.
Oh, okay. That jockstrap.
That jockstrap.
That's a good. It is a good movie, Cinderella Man.
Yeah, so this man is trying to revive his business by presenting this famous celebrity jockstrap to his customers.
I mean, listen, the tattered up Met shirt, the green shorts I'm wearing. I hope one day, maybe, Matt, one day, these will be Radio Hall of Fame, or these will be to keep a Radio Shack, a fucking buster in business. Now,
Yeah.
there is. It's funny you mention that, because there is the Twitter, the last Blockbuster, which they post some fucking ass shit.
Yeah.
I don't know if just shout out to them. They really do post like they'll post something like Yeah, saw a car come into our parking lot. It was just divorced parents exchanging children, and just stuff like that. About like people like they'll take a little jab at Netflix. Like
Yeah,
yeah, it's like
yeah.
who really is like yeah. You know what Netflix robs you of? Going out and going into your car, driving there and picking out a movie, and then driving, then watching the movie, then driving back. That's what Netflix robs you of.
Yeah, but as crazy as it may sound, if I heard the Blockbuster near me had Russell Crowe's jockstrap, I might go to take a look at it.
You,
I think this might actually work.
I'm actually thinking that you would actually probably sniff it.
Oh yeah, I hope it comes in scratch and sniff format.
Now, your sister one time was on Shot from the Point, correct?
Yes, correct.
Now, she brought up a story that was very about one of your favorite bands, The Muse.
How do you remember this? Even I forgot.
Yeah, listen, I did a little bit more research. I needed to know who I was
You
getting.
come prepared.
I came a little bit prepared. I didn't come fully prepared, but I did a little bit of research. Now, is this true that you asked the security guard if Muse sat there? Answer that question.
I plead the fifth. Is it the fifth?
It is the fifth, but you're not a real citizen, so those rules don't. You're a fucking. You're an immigrant. Trump's gonna deport you to Syria. But
Well, here's the thing. I'm still am a massive Muse fan, and
okay, just and answer the question. You did ask him that, right? You did ask
I
him
did
if that
ask.
was yes, you did. Now, did you ask the same security guard if you could sniff the seat?
maybe.
And I'm just curious, did he say yes?
He laughed.
I mean, did you sniff the seat?
No, I didn't.
If he said yes, would you have sniffed the seat?
Probably not.
I think you would have. I think you're.
I don't think. Well,
I
here's
think you
the
would have
thing.
done it. I think yes.
I love Muse to death,
I know.
and they had before the concert. They had this kind of museum,
Yeah.
and
But
you could pose and you can sit on the drums. And I happened to ask the guard. This one happened to be the actual real drums that they used. He says, "Yeah, they've used in concert." And I said, "Wait, even the bench?" And he says, "Yeah, even the bench." And I don't know. I talk without thinking. The first thing that blurted out of my mouth is, "Damn, can I sniff this now?" Again, I'm a massive Muse fan, and to have some of that authenticity, it was amazing for me. So
I don't know anything about the band and Muse. Okay, I don't know. I want to say I know nothing, but I know a little bit. Now, if there was a jockstrap by the Muse, would you go to a local Blockbuster to go see this jockstrap?
Well, why would band members be wearing jockstraps?
Listen. There's they start flailing around the mic stand. Sometimes things happen. Just they were playing fucking softball, Matt. All right, I don't know. They were playing against the fucking used versus the Muse. All right, in a fucking softball game. Would you? Okay, what would be? Say if you had $2 million, and this went up for auction, a jockstrap worn by the whole band. The whole band shared one jockstrap.
Yeah.
It was on a budget. It was a budget softball game. How much money would you actually bid on this?
Well, you see, I would bid a lot of money, but it's not to sniff it, because my dream is to have a bunch of random celebrity objects, like I don't know, Beyonce's tampons, or JD's socks, or stuff like that. But it wouldn't be to sniff it.
You are Canadian Michael Jackson. You're like, I want to have the skeleton of Prince.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Dude, I mean, he had the skeleton. He had Elephant Man skeleton. So I mean, what would stop you? So
Damn. But from someone who opened the show complaining about the guy in the movie theater next to me that smelled bad, I want to say yes, but I don't think I could get myself to smell a sweaty jockstrap.
I think you would. I think you would just do it. You know, listen. In China, in Japan, they sell fucking women's underwear in vending machines for sniffing.
Yeah.
So,
It can't smell worse than durian fruit, that's for sure.
no, it can't. Now, did he smell like dirty fruit?
Oh, he just smelled like wet ass. Swass. Call it.
He just smelled like wet ass. No,
Yep.
sometimes with us bigger fellas, you know, we have to take a little bit of extra care. Now, going with the theme of our shit show, it kind of is a shit show. There's a reoccurring theme with a good friend of mine, and I could tell this story because I've told this story before. Now, my friend Keith, that is his name. Just we were in first aid class together. Like we were gonna get our EMT certification. Now it was a very icy day, like in the parking lot. Like it was just cold, icy. I slipped up a little bit, but I caught myself. And when I was walking in, I got in there before him. He came in like 5-10 minutes later, and he said to me, he goes, "Yeah, it's icy out there." I'm like, "Yeah, I know." So he was like, "Yeah," he goes, "I fell." I'm like, "Oh, you all right?" He's like, I had to take a shit.
Oh.
I'm like, "Oh no." I go, "Dude, did you like clean yourself up in the bathroom?" He's like, I tried to. I'm like, dude,
Wow.
what? Yeah.
That is wow.
Yeah. So he's looking at me and I'm looking at him. I'm like, "Dude, you gotta go home. You gotta go home and fucking I'll cover for you. I'll say something." And he's like, "I have deodorant in my car." I'm like, no, you're not gonna use fucking deodorant. You're not gonna use deodorant to cover up shit smell. Are you gonna just put stick of deodorant in your fucking ass and just rub it,
Just stick
lather
the
it
bar
all,
in there.
just lather it all around so it just fucking looks like fucking just a shit and deodorant smell? I said, "Dude, go home, take a shower, and get changed." And I was like, "I'll cover for you. I'll say you left the oven on or something." So he left, and then they're like, the teacher came by, the EMT teacher, and he's like, "Where'd Keith go?" So I said, he left the oven. I was like, "Well, he shouldn't have left. Blah blah blah. He could have called somebody to have." And then I just looked at the teacher, and said, "Listen, he shit himself, okay? He
Oh.
shit himself. He shit himself so bad he fell and he shit himself." So I'm like, the guy just looked at me and went, "Okay."
Wow.
So so fast forward a couple of years and years later, him and his girlfriend at the time, now married, and he have better had fucking married this girl after what she did for him, and she fucking was a straight up fucking G. They were in a movie. I don't even know what movie it was, but apparently they had to leave. The same person, same friend. He I guess had a lot of different types of food that didn't agree with him. And he did not make it to the bathroom in time. So
Oh.
he unfortunately had a pair of clothes in his. That's what I'm saying when you said the musty swamp ass smell. This is what I was thinking of when you told me this was this particular friend who his girlfriend got sent. He sent her to a car, went to go get the change of clothes, stood out there with a shitty pair of clothes, and fucking threw it out, and then fucking did whatever, and they fucking left the movie theater. Now, I told him at that point when he's telling me this story that, like, dude, you better marry this girl. Because, and he did eventually, but I was like, oh, dude, like, ugh, I mean, we've all gotten close, but never like that.
So this guy, he has such bad bowel control. He brings extra clothes with him everywhere he goes.
Listen, I don't know. I don't think it's that bad, but I mean, maybe he learned from the one time he slipped. Holy,
it scarred him.
Yeah, it scarred him, but no, I think it was just literally like clothes that he would wear to the gym that he just got changed into or something. Oh,
see, something similar happened to me. I was maybe 12 years old, and we were visiting, I want to say New Hampshire, maybe a bit younger, maybe 11 or something. And we went to Olive Garden, and I had a bit too much calamari.
Uh-oh.
And I needed to go bad. But there's these corn muffins that my dad loves. And you can't get them in Canada. You can only get them in the U.S. And I'm begging him, Dad, can we please go to the hotel? He says, let me buy my corn muffins first.
Damn you.
And the rest speaks for itself.
He's like, well, here's some bran muffins.
Yeah. He's, wipe yourself with this. He hands me a muffin.
How bad did you need those fucking muffins now, Dad? Holy shit. This show is the shit show. That's what this is. I know, like, a shout out to my fucking friend Max Baker, who, and I quote, said in the chat, sorry I'm late, blah, blah, blah. I go, if you your wife one more time. I said, you reading this, or am I lost amongst all the other viewers?
Yeah. By the way, I don't think our next, if there are next shows, I don't think our following shows will be so shit censored.
No. There will be more of a constructed theme.
Yeah.
With these
more
shows.
Variety.
More variety, yeah. Unlike the thing, it won't be so scent driven. That's here. This is a podcast, and we stimulate the sense of hearing. Today we stimulated the sense of smell. And I'll tell you one thing. My cat took a wicked shit because where I'm at, my cat, the litter box is in here, and I don't think he dug it. I don't think he buried it. So he's just being a jerk. So
hey, I was telling you off air. You said my cat stinks. I said, is it an actual cat or a girl called Catherine? Because I've known some stinky Catherines in my past.
Yeah. Yeah, you did say that. But yeah, no. So all right, I think this was a good show. Shout out to everybody who's gonna listen. Hey, this is episode 1 of Marconi's Regret in the books, the pilot episode. And Matt, you have anything to say?
I have nothing to say.
Nothing to say. Good. Man of many words.
Actually, talking about it, I kind of need a dump now myself.
Oh, yeah. Listen, yeah. So
it's calamari. It gets to me, man.
Yeah. Especially Olive Garden calamari.
Yeah.
But all right, guys. Thank you. If you are listening, thank you. Hit subscribe. We're probably going to be doing this on a different channel probably soon. But yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. And I hope to see you again. And have peace.